Qashqai. First, you need to get over how Nissan has murdered the English language. Second, you need to get a grip on what this unusual Nissan is all about. The Qashqai is a definitive in-betweener, part sport utility and part family hatch. There's a bit of a compact MPV thrown in there too. It's bigger than a Golf, shorter than a Focus, wider than an Astra and lower than a RAV4. There's plenty of ground clearance too, big wheel arches and rugged body cladding. It even has a four-wheel drive option, but 75% of buyers will choose the cheaper front-wheel drive and a diesel engine that manages over 50 miles per gallon. So the greenies can lay off. This is Nissan's new family car that just happens to look a bit like an off-roader. And Nissan is so convinced it's got it right with the Qashqai, it no longer builds the Almera and the Primera. The Qashqai can't match the 10 grand price tag of the last Almeras though. 13,500 is the starting point, and like all Qashqais, you'll get curtain airbags, aircon and 4 electric windows. This 1.5 litre diesel is 16 grand. That's the price of a nice small family hatch, so the Nissan is tempting value. If you can afford a new Focus or Astra, you can certainly stretch to a Qashqai. The interior is interesting, but not the uber funky place Nissan may have hoped for, and those comfortable high-set front seats aren't matched by the handbrake. Not only is it too far back, it's on the wrong side of the centre console. Space front and rear is really good, although this optional panoramic sunroof eats into the headroom in the back seats. The boot, with its wide opening, is an excellent size, but anyone approaching 6 feet tall will continually bash their head on the tailgate. That's ridiculous in a car with all this extra height over a regular hatchback. And there's another tall car downside too. The Qashqai's steering lacks the bite of a car like a Focus, and there's some body rolling cornering too. But we can't knock the Qashqai too hard. This isn't a car that strives to be particularly dynamic. Instead, it does nearly everything well, without complaint. The height does fool you into thinking it's wider than it is, but the great visibility makes urban driving a reassuring experience, at least when you're going forward. The heavy rear pillars can make reversing a matter of guesswork at times. Engine-wise, the Renault 1.5 litre turbo diesel is adequate as long as you don't demand strong performance. So it's not perfect, this new Qashqai, but it does have some great virtues. For anyone looking for a funky family machine to replace their compact 4x4 and those simply in need of a straightforward hatchback, there's lots to commend the new Nissan. You ought, at the very least, take one out for a test drive. As for good points, well, there's a commanding driving position, spacious interior and lots of comfort. On the downside, the steering's not particularly responsive, there's that rear visibility issue, and the tailgate doesn't open wide enough.